Folks, I'm standing by at this time with Team Shazam, and tonight...
Listen up, War Machine. I don't know where you came from, and we don't care. Mr. Dillinger is going to hurt you, and he's going to hurt you really bad. So I'm just going to say this one little thing to you, and it goes like this. You can blink, you can cry. Hell, half of the roster's going to do the same thing because you're dealing with Mr. Dillinger.
And diligence is key.
Oh, can I please have my watch back?
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, weighing 375 pounds, War Machine!
Wow. What, did he just wake up? It looks like wearing dirty clothes and pulled the strap out of the hamper.
Oh, good, thank God.
What
Here we go.
Open up tonight.
I don't mean to thank God, but we're kicking things off with the I guess the bastard child of Bam Bam Bigelow and the War Machine getting taken out by Team Shazam's problem solver, Mr. Dillinger. This is a fired up Dillinger looking to kick 2017 off with a thunderous bang.
War Machine's a big man, so Dillinger figured that he's going to take a little advantage of it, and he did, didn't he?
Now this is about wins and losses, and is he gonna? Oh, I thought Dillinger could get this by count out, but
I think War Machine is close to 400 pounds.
He's a big boy. That's a whole lot of beef.
And wrestling fans, if you think he's big, in the next match we have Colossus, who's hitting the scales at 500 pounds.
Yeah, he's 500 pounds, if not more than 500 pounds. Tag team with Timothy Theory against Tony Rush and another newcomer.
Stephen Pena.
All right. And then we're going to be closing things out with the Machine Sam Shields going up against the future Hall of Famer and the reinforcer Andrew Anderson.
Now that's a championship match, or that Sam Shields got?
I'll have to get clarification when he comes out here, but I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. The Machine's going to have his hands full.
Yeah.
Andrew Anderson, we know, is a very tough competitor, but he's also a competitor who hasn't had gold for a while. And you know how Anderson gets when there's the title on the line.
I'm looking at War Machine's wardrobe, and looks like he's got a few termites in his closet.
I mean, his gear is so rad. It reminds me of like those early '90s shirts where the thing just said "Who farted" and the thing would just rip to shreds.
Oh, Kevin, it's great to be back with you.
It's great to have you here, Joey. You know, especially coming out of a Christmas chaos and seeing DeVito get exactly what he deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
It was wonderful getting a serve.
And I didn't mind getting my hands on him a little bit.
But the War Machine, man, there must be some student from Rutgers wondering what the hell happened to his laundry.
Well, Dillinger is taking it to him, isn't he?
That's what. I don't know what happened, but the holiday season treated Dillinger really well because this is a focused and determined Cory Dillinger. This guy is a butt-kicking machine right now.
And Kevin, I know you were in the back when we had last week's TV taping, but Tony Rush and Kenny Bengal had one hell of a match.
That was a hell of a match. I wish they could have gone a couple minutes longer. You know, Tony Rush, he continues to impress. This rookie, man, he closed out 2016 with a banner year. I can think of only a very few people who have burst onto the scene like Tony Rush to make the impact that he had.
He's improving each and every month that we see him here in ECPW.
The War Machine stuck one in, and it's impressive. Oh! Wow! All right.
He really does think he's Bam Bam Bigelow.
Right. Oh!
Oh, big man taking it to Dillinger now.
Wow. Dillinger very wise
Very
to get
impressive.
his hands up on the ropes. That shows that the influence of Dan the Man giving Dillinger that in-ring intelligence. He may not be able to kick out of that, but by getting his hands on the rope, automatically breaks to the pin, and he survives the fight on. Oh!
Good left hook by Dillinger.
Right?
That took the big man down.
These two big boys are going at it, man. I don't know if this ring can survive this confrontation.
I'll tell you, the War Machine is so big, it looks like he's got the War and Peace tattooed on his back.
Oh, wait, it looks like Dillinger.
What do you?
Dillinger stuck something out of his in-ring attire. Hope for the blatant DQ. This is very disappointing because, listen, I think Dillinger could have taken this match. I think Dillinger could take this match. The War Machine was putting him through his paces, but these guys seem pretty evenly matched. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's the influence of Dan the Man.
He went for a shortcut. The shortcut didn't work.
War
He got caught.
Machine!
You know what? I can't speculate what was going through the head of Mr. Dillinger, but he may have just simply wanted to send the message. This is my home turf. I don't know who you are, but you're not going to come to my company. Show me up.
I think we're going to be seeing more War Machine.
I think so.
Well, if it's wardrobe bricks anymore, we're definitely going to be seeing more of them.
Absolutely. All right, kicking things off with the debut of Steve Pena, tag teaming with a rapidly shining fan favorite Tony Rush, going against the over 500-pound Colossus and the crazy Canuck and Timothy Theory.
Well, it's a tough tag team that Tony Rush and Pena are going against. And then you always have the diabolical Doug DeVito outside the ring that you have to contend with.
That slippery little garden snake, always kind of stalking around on the outside. I got to point out, looks like for every inch of hair that Theory seems to grow, DeVito seems to be losing some.
And that's a good analogy comparing DeVito to a garden snake.
Actually, slippery is annoying, but ultimately, it's harmless, but you can't help but want to smash it yourself.
Look at those beady eyes. He even has eyes like a snake. Oh, Pena working on the arm of Timothy Theory. Nice quick tag to get Tony Rush in. And this is what these two have to do.
That's it. The key to success here is, one, keep the big man out of the ring.
Right.
Two, keep tagging in and out quickly.
And that looks like they're doing that.
Sorry, keep Theory off balance. Don't let him utilize that unorthodox offense that he that he employs. And then third, keep that ring cut off to go back to point one. Do not, under any circumstances, let the Colossus into the ring.
Because I don't care who his opponent is, he's got a weight advantage over everyone.
It's been
Although, looking at a couple of the fans here, they might be close to him. Apollo, if we charge by the pound, we'd be rich.
That's right. The Colossus, his transformation from Yoga to the Colossus happened, I think, maybe the middle of 2015, and since that transformation has happened, since he's become the mute masked animal, this violent mastodon, no one has managed to slam him.
No.
This man barely leaves his feet.
And that transformation since 2015, I think, added 100 pounds to his body weight.
Yeah. And he's got a small moon that orbits him.
Well, Timothy Theory showing what he can do.
Oh! Modified jackhammer.
If Timothy Theory's smart, he would make that tag right now.
Absolutely. He's got Rush down. Rush tried to twist out of the jackhammer, didn't land flat on his back, landed on his side, could have possibly injured the rib. Even potentially herniated a disc. And it looks like that modified jackhammer created the window to bring in the over 500-pound killing machine.
Colossus made that tag himself. He tagged Theory and came in the ring. He was getting tired of standing on the outside. He wanted to have a little bit of fun, and he's doing it.
Well, I guess there's probably no such thing as strategy when you're tag teaming with the Colossus. This animal's going to do what he wants to do.
Look at the size of it, even his calves.
I know.
He's got calves bigger than most wrestlers' arms.
Right. Whoa. Gino would probably say those are full-grown cows. Look at this. Over 500 pounds going across the sternum of Tony
You're right.
Rush.
He is like a planet, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. So all that weight collapsing the chest, putting that pressure on the sternum, driving the air out of the lungs of Tony Rush, making it almost possible for him to fight.
The thing about Colossus, even though he's over 500 pounds, he can move in the ring.
That's right. It's a rare sight to see when you see a big man that big who can move like the Colossus. A surprising amount of agility for an over 500
He also can move very quickly at a buffet.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be behind him.
I see. If you see him in the parking lot of a buffet, you're locking the doors. You want to stay at business. Tony Rush needs to get Pena in this match if they have any chance of victory.
2017 is going to be a very exciting year for East Coast professional wrestling.
We've got a brand new influx of talent, not to mention our young upstarts. Again, Tony Rush, the transformation in Brandon Alpha, the transformation in Timothy Theory. Timothy Theory trying to, channel his inner power wrestler. That's an unorthodox performance.
And then you have your veterans like Dan the Man, who is our current heavyweight champion.
That's right. Dan the Man, who has still managed to take it up to another level. Dan the Man has been a part of the ECPW team for over a decade now, and even from the second he debuted with Sean Martin and the Corporate Empire to all the various transformations that you've seen. I mean, this guy is essentially the wrestling equivalent of Madonna. Every few years he changes up, has a whole new style, and the guy just gets better.
But not only does he get better, look at the people he's brought along, like Kenny Bengal and now Mr. Dillinger.
Kenny Bengal. Oh! Beautiful maneuver! That drop kick squared the bush of Tony Rush. Sent this guy. Tony Rush doesn't know. Tony Rush just sent Timothy Theory, I don't know, into the freaking Twilight Zone. He kicked his head off. Is this the opening that Rush is needed to get Pena in this match? Get up, Tony. Make this tag.
Yes.
It's going to make a world of difference. And in comes the newcomer ECPW.
Oh.
Wow, nice. That big forearm right across the face of the Colossus, smashing the bridge of his nose, Colossus is stunned. There he is in a world cover right now. Beautiful Falcon's arrow. I'm sorry, Michinoku driver.
Nice move by Pena.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's an impressive outing by Pena.
Watch out, the big man is in the ring.
The big man is in the ring. He is. Listen, he's steaming right now. Pena smashing with that.
The
Wow.
referee's got to get him out of the
knee.
ring. The referee's got to get him out of the ring.
There he is in trouble. That 500-pound beast came in there and saved Theory's life. But Tony Russian flying, taking it to the Colossus. The referee's losing control.
Oh, Colossus just too strong and too big.
The Colossus has knocked the high.
Wait, he's not the legal man in the ring.
Oh, Pena never saw it coming. He just got hit by a Mack truck.
Oh, but the referee should disqualify him. He's not the legal man in the ring.
There should be disqualification when you're not the legal man. You have no business putting your hands on the active competitor. Well, what's going to happen here is Theory going to go for
a figure four? Or is it
maybe a sharpshooter?
Yep.
Oh, Canada. Come on, Pena. Oh, man, they steal it. The Colossus was the difference maker here. You know, even though I'm disappointed to see this match end the way it's ended.
Beat him with the sharpshooter,
That's right, beat him with the sharpshooter.
And
excellently executed.
Yeah,
Shades of Bret Hart there.
The big man changed that match around.
That's right. Pena and Rush had this one. The Colossus was the difference maker. That big beast got in the ring.
You know,
massive clothesline. Pena took his head off. A beating on Rush. And that's it, man.
And there's a fine line. You know, the referee doesn't not like to disqualify wrestlers because he wants the fans to get their money's worth. But in that instance, Kevin, the referee, by not disqualifying Colossus, cost Rush and Pena the match.
Hi, this is Tony, Mr. USA Atlas, WWE 2006 Hall of Famer, and you are watching East Coast Pro Wrestling Television, the best in the rest of Beasts of the East. SOS, simply out of sight, baby. Yeah.
Oh, we're kicking things off with a... Oh, Jesus, what do you want?
Stable of champion. Don't forget it.
Hey.
I will give the devil his due.
It's a stable, all right. You got some big eaters in that stable. Oh, yeah. Well, you want to go back to Allendale again? Yeah, you want to go back to Allendale?
Sometimes some people just can't let it go.
They don't learn, do they?
Still a little bitter. They will call Jill Stein and get a recount. Oh! Big chop by the reinforcer raining down across the chest of the machine.
Wow! Another chop. This could be Sam Shields' toughest opponent yet.
That's right. This is going to be a real test of the reigning and defending TV champion, the only man who was able to defeat Crazy Ivan and end the years-long reign. The Sam Shields has had some stellar outings against the franchise St. Douglas, managing to secure 2 victories in a row. He's gone up there against Gangrel.
Well, this is our main event tonight, Kevin, and it looks like it's going to be a doozy.
Ooh. Big scoop slam attempt by the Reinforcer, counter with a drop kick to the back. Sam Shields leaving the Reinforcer kind of spinning. That's how you can see the young ECPW fans coming to their feet, encouraging the Machine to go on. Now, what I'm curious is, you got a big man like Anderson, a crafty veteran. Is Sam Shields going to be strong enough to lock on one of those powerful suplexes and send him flying? Can he do it to this big
I'm
animal?
not sure. Oh, wow, but he got him down with that right hand.
That's right.
On the top of the head. Hard head of Andrew Anderson.
That's right. He's going to send McGilla Gorilla back to that storefront window at this rate. Look at this. Look at this crowd. Listen to this crowd. Rising to their feet for the Machine, Sam Shields. But again, I got to say, I think he made a mistake. He gave Andrew Anderson too much time.
Absolutely.
Anderson, a super seasoned, crafty veteran, you know, in his own right. A man with tremendous ring intelligence, along with Anderson almost killed DeVito with that whip.
It would have been nice.
DeVito getting out there just by the hairs of his chin.
I've never seen DeVito move that quick.
But I guess Anderson is just so thirsty for gold, he doesn't care how he gets it. He's probably willing to send his only friend or one-time manager to the emergency room to do it. Beautiful double underhook suplex by the Reinforcer. Somehow the Machine is able to kick out. Gotta wonder, can Sam Shields rise to the occasion, or will this be his Waterloo?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of interest in this match, Kevin, and I understand that that second cameraman out there is filming for overseas. This match is also going to France, Great Britain, and Italy.
Wow. You know, Andrew Anderson, you know, he is an international star.
Always has been.
You can see him, you know, in a great variety of multimedia platforms, whether it be on TV, all over the internet, at every convention you could think of, from Chiller to New York Comic Con. You know, this is a guy who has presence.
They stand in line for him.
That's right.
Hours.
And you got to wonder if this star power, you know, the star power of Andrew Anderson, you know, it carries a lot of weight. Some guys, you know, some guys get intimidated by it. You know, they get intimidated by the experience. Hey, and then you add that power. You add that power to this big. I almost said lummox. I meant to say. The
big dummy, like Fred Sanford would say. Hey, that's more like it.
You know, to this big bruiser. He's
Oh yeah, he's gonna. I'm watching, DeVito. I think he missed the spot. He's supposed to land on Sam Shields, not behind him.
When the Three Stooges try to get a piano in a high rise, and then the rope breaks and it splatters all over the ground. That impact took a lot out of the Reinforcer. Didn't give the Machine enough time to recover. Woo! Big open hand slap to the face of to the Reinforcer.
Nice move by Sam Shields to get the big man down.
Channeling Polish Power Putski with that big double sledge, knocking the Reinforcer off his feet. Looks like the Machine's gonna go for his patented tornado DDT. Oh, nice! Changed it up with the flying shoulder tackle off the middle rope.
They took him down.
In this sport, along with the training, along with the focus, momentum plays a big factor here. Does the Machine have the momentum now? Oh, looks like he went for that T-bone that T-bone suplex there. The reinforcer able to counter. Boom!
Wow!
The machine popped those hips at the reinforcer.
He may have him. No!
Oh!
I thought he had him, Kevin.
Oh! That was 3 in my book, 2. 2 and 3/4 seconds here. The reinforcer almost had this victory, but the machine almost had the victory, but the reinforcer managed to kick out.
I thought it was a good count by the referee, though.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Look, when you got a vet like Andrew Anderson, this is a guy who knows how to win, and all you need is that millisecond. That millisecond to stay in the fight and to survive.
What? Was that a low blow?
Oh, what just happened? What just happened?
What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification.
That was a low blow.
I guess so.
ECPW Television
Oh!
Champion.
Wait, Anderson had something in his head. We didn't see it.
Sam Shields.
Anderson managed to sneak the brass knucks into his head. Good catch by the referee.
Oh, that's what it was, the brass knucks.
That's right, those brass knucks smashing against the solar plexus of the machine, Sam Shields.